What's up guys, this is Obby123 and today I want to do a little video on how I made this cool camo. And if you don't know what it is, it's a speed cola from Zombies. So Zombies is the game mode in this game, and Zombies has been in the previous Black Ops and also has been in World of War. If you haven't played Zombies, I really suggest you do, because it's probably one of my favorite game modes ever. I would say I almost like it more than multiplayer by a lot, but multiplayer is always fun too. And this camo, of course, it's most applicable into multiplayer, but there are ways I believe you can get it in Zombies, but that's not the subject of the video. You came here to learn how to make it, and that's what I'm going to do today. How the format I'm going to do it in is, I'm not going to go by each shape because that would just take entirely too long, but I'll give you an overview and some tips on this video, and hopefully you can make this camo. You know, you don't want to have an identical copy. I mean, you can copy it, I'm not saying you can't, but you should attempt to make it unique. And I mean, going through the whole video would just take too long, and to be honest with you, once you learn how to use the paint shop, it's not too difficult. So we'll start out from, I'll tell you the basic colors we need to use. We need to use this gray, this white, and this green, and that's basically what we use on this whole camo or paint or whatever you want to call it. Only exception is right here. I put a blood stain, but you know, you don't have to do that, and I might even remove it in the future because I just like the way it looks plain. But anyway, so the basic colors, the white, the gray, that gray line you see, and the green that you see, are all pretty easy to put down. You don't have to use this shade of green. Any shade of green is really gonna work, except for the neon green or anything like that. But you can do it in any format you like. You can make the green smaller than the white. You can make the white smaller than the green. You can do whatever you want. So you just place this on the side of the guns, and you can resize it to your preference. And that's it for the base, I would say. And most of you are probably here for the Speed Cola emblem, because that would be probably the most difficult part in my opinion. So let's move over to, let's start it with the outside of the circle. To start, you're just going to put a plain old white circle down, and then you're going to press X. Here, let me show you. You can go into one of these circles. I don't think this is the circle that I want to actually edit, but it'll still provide a good example. We click this, then I'm not going to press X because I just don't want to mess it up, but X will toggle the outline to be full or not full. So once you press X, if you see on the outside of the Speed Cola emblem, it will create this hollow circle that is not filled with any color. So that's what you want to start out with. And then you can just put we'll ignore the letters until the end, because that's just fine detail that you put in at the end. And then in the middle, you can just put a nice full white circle, and that's it for that. And then for the green emblem in the middle, behind the hand, there's this green emblem right here that should be, let's add a shape and see where it is. It is in, I think it's in tools, I believe. It's called shield, I think, and it's somewhere in here. Maybe it's it's definitely not in the icons. Let's go back to tools. Let's see, move up and we can try and find it. There it is. And that's what I use for that. And if you actually look at the Speed Cola emblem, the top is more square, the bottom is that triangular shape, but then the top is a little more square. But I like the way it looked without doing it, so I just left it the way it is. So that's it for that. You just paste that in there. You can make it green, and it'll look nice. And then if you look very carefully behind the hand, you will see a kind of gray scribble, and that was just for added detail. And what you do is you just if you look at number 16 here, we click this, I just made it black, the color black, and then you can change your opacity with your bumper sticks on your respective console or on a PC. I don't know how to do it on the PC, but if you know, you should know how to do that. So You make the opacity. Let's see. If I raise the opacity, you see it doesn't look too good. But if you dim it down, then it kind of gives like a rough texture effect, and it looks pretty nice. Okay, and then for the hand, that's probably the hardest part. As you can see, it's a little distorted just because that's how the gun works. The hand is kind of like, I mean, there's a line going through it, but that doesn't really affect it. I still think it looks cool. So to make the hand, first off, you want to put in a wrist. So I just used a box and like a square. And here, we'll go as something. I just went and used like a square, and I kind of resized it so it was coming out of the hexagon or the triangular shape at that angle. And then for the palm of your hand, for the most part, the whole hand is made out of circles, and it's kind of an illusion because you can kind of hide your crappy artwork skills with the magazine that the hand is holding. So you just take all these circles, and if you click a circle, and then you can resize it and skew it to your liking. So you can, like, all the fingertips, the palm, they're all circles. They're just stretched out and ovalized, and you should be able to figure that out. It's not that difficult. Just, it takes a little trial and error, but just like adjust that hand to however you want it to look like. You know, if you want a fat hand, you want a skinny hand, you want a whatever hand you want, you just make that hand however you like. It's your hand. So the fingertips, those are probably the palm of the hand and the thumb were probably the hardest part. So the palm of the hand, we do the circle. The thumb, the fingertips, we make ovals with the circle. And then for the thumb was probably the hardest part of the hand, just because there was really no shapes I could find that could really resemble a thumb. But this is what I used for the thumb. I used this, and I kind of jetted it out from the hand. And I don't want to mess it up, but if I'll rotate it to show you guys kind of where it is, if you can see that moving. And you kind of just make, you gotta use kind of an illusion here, because if the clip and the line of the gun kind of distort the image, and it makes it look like a hand anyway. So just adjust this shape, or whatever shape you feel is necessary to make a proper thumb. And that is what I use to kind of create the base of your thumb. The top of the thumb, like the tippy top where your nail is, and a little below that, I use a circle again to create a kind of oval shape, and it just blends in with that black line on the gun, and the magazine also kind of puts it in perspective. So that's what you want to do for the hand. And then just for the magazine, you know, if you can look very closely, there's a green outline to the magazine, and what you just want to do, as I said before, you take like whatever shape you want your magazine to be, and I took a rectangle in this case, and you click it, and then you press X. So as you can see, it makes that a nice outline, a green outline, and then I just put the white rectangle in there, and it made it look pretty nice. Other than that, there's not much else you can do. You could always make more on this side if you really want to do. You can put anything you really want to, blood stains, gradients, and I might put that later. But this is your base speed cola. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps out. Please give me some tips in the comments below. If you'd like to see intricate, detailed videos, I can do that to the best of my ability. But for now, I'm just going to do kind of an overview, and you can use this video as a reference. And Nick needs to stop inviting me to a party, because I am going to slap him in the face because I'm doing a video. But that's alright. So, hope you enjoyed. If you have anything you want to see in the future that I can try and make, I'm not a great artist, but this is just something I made, and I thought I could share for you guys. So, hope you enjoyed. Like it, dislike it if you didn't. And I'll see you guys in another Black Ops 3 video. See you soon. Peace out.